Oh, wow. Just checking my heart rate. I am super excited. Just coming out of Microsoft Inspire, some great technology there. And one thing I'd really like to draw your attention to today is Viva Goals. Wow, that's going to be great. A game changer if you're in HR. Finally, the one thing that we wanted all of this time in all of our tools, HR information tools, whatever it's Microsoft, whatever it is a way that we could bring all of the goals and objectives in an organization together to make sure that everyone is moving in the right direction and link that to competency frameworks, everything else that goes around it. Well, this is super exciting. For those of you that have been in this space for some time, you might have seen Microsoft doing a few things in the background. And what they've actually done is they've purchased something called Ally.io. Ally.io was an amazing, successfully startup that concentrated on goals. And these goals, they've really grown that journey, expanded out. Microsoft purchased them a few years ago. I'm watching behind the scenes what's actually been taking place for this. How does that line to Dynamics? For those of you that may be aware, Dynamics Human Resources also contains some goals elements. It's called a little bit different, but for all intents and purposes, it's a goals-based system. However, it's not been that shiny on the surface of it. And it's been a bit under par, quite frankly. And no matter how you look at it, it might be strong in terms of its record structures and its data model underneath. However, the experience has been a bit subpar. And that, in part, has been because all of our demands are going like that. None of us want a subgrade experience nowadays, no matter what it is. As consumers, we're all demanding the very best. And well, money is short for many of us, so we're concentrating on where we spend that money. The same is true with our experiences, and I'm sure we can all look at our phones and everything else and work that out today. However, what I would like to say is I'm just going to take you through a few bits and pieces now, share my screen and some slides with you, actually. A few slides coming out of the event. So just bear with me here. Let's just bring this all into view. So what I'm about to show you initially is Dynamics HR. Now, this is not a bad experience by any stretch of the imagination, and a very good foundation experience if you've got nothing. I've come across many organizations that run things on spreadsheets. Nothing to be embarrassed about, folks. Bring that into view. And here we have a self-service experience with all sorts of things. This is my manager view. We can request new employees and do all of those sorts of self-servicey things as you'd usually expect in a self-service environment. But here we're actually looking at performance goals. And yeah, great. We can look across our team. We can drill through the experiences too to see exactly what Benjamin's team looks like as well. And we can roll those back up, right? And we can drill into things that are not started and take a look at the details and that. But yeah, it's not getting so good now. So yeah, that's essentially the experience that we've got. Now, if we take a look at this, so slideware in action now. However, as I said, Ally.io is out there. You can get demo versions of this, and this Viva Goals goes general release next month, which is August 2022 from where we are today. Here, very different experience. So first of all, we're embedded within Teams. This has got seamless integration with Teams and also a holistic integration with things like Azure DevOps. Now, if you don't know what Azure DevOps is, don't worry about it. For those that you do, you'll realize the strength that you could probably bring to this product by linking all of your tasks here and rippling and aggregating them up to these types of levels. And as we go through here, you can see that we drill down into these particular levels as we go through. So that's a great example of some of the tracking that we can actually do within this product. But you think this is a very different look and feel, right? A very different look and feel to something like this, which, yeah, okay, it scales on mobile devices and that sort of thing, but it's not as rich as what we have here within our presentation. This is the type of thing where we can really start to get value. We can start to drive out those conversations and everything around goals, OKRs they're called here, so organization key results, but essentially they're goals. We can set the strategy from the top of the organization or from subunits in an organization, determine what our goals are, which could be driven from the top, and ripple those through and down to a grassroots level at a task-based level, and even more granular than what we can see here. We've got metrics out of the box here as well that we can also see as part and parcel of this experience over here on the right-hand side. And this is the type of rich results where HR, or maybe part of the C-suite in an organization, can really start to see how their decision-making process is having an impact throughout the organization and how everything is aligning. Excuse me. I'm losing my voice. I'm so excited. Okay, so that is briefly Viva Goals. Now, there's a lot more to it. There's a lot more slideware, but essentially, I just wanted to give you a few teasers here. This is a very different experience. If you're thinking about going down the performance and development route in your organization, and they're very much aligned, you might be thinking about using Dynamics, and you can still think about using Dynamics. However, you might also want to consider Viva Goals, because that is going to enhance and enrich your experience. And I believe if this is all on the Dataverse, there is a potential pathway here to have an integration between the two. I also believe there is an integration pathway here for reward. And that, my friends, would be an amazing place to be. Anyway, more on that another day. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. I look forward to seeing you soon. Stay safe and take care of yourselves.